Greetings. I am your host, Shana with the Rock Truth. Welcome and thank you for joining us at Rock Truth, or absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth, even before our eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God, original intent for the kingdom, and for mankind. We believe that the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired and failed, inherited, and is finally authority for all. Rock Bottom is founded on He who is original point of reference for all things to come through eternity. The Rock Bottom podcast is the cross cultural representative to generations, economy, and social injustice of the kingdom. Women today in society. Rock Bottom is established for each one to reach one to teach one. That is the lost ark as an inherited chosen daughter, therefore exposed and hidden in plain sight, assassin the attempt of the kingdom morals, integrity, and glory of her dignity. The ultimate healing the broken love language between the king and his queen by applying kingdom principles, revelations, and knowledge. The podcast seeks to inspire and light the highlights of coming and established local queens and kings of character, while also promoting Black consistent awareness of not only who we are, but whom we belong to. It's absolutely a kingdom renaissance. Hello, 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 fellow rock troopers. How are we doing? And welcome to Rock Bottom, where we don't look like what we've been through. How are we doing today, everybody? Today, I'm going to start off with a quote, which my quote is going to be dedicated to give y'all empowerment. It says, if you have a good thought, they will shine out. Your face like sunbeams, and you will always look lovely. And that is by Royal Dub. Today, we are here with awesome people to give you inspiring stories. And, I want to give a shout out to definitely, today, this month is sexual assault awareness. So to all the survivors of sexual assault, domestic violence, anything of all, I say, keep surviving. We're strong, and nothing but truth can keep you there. Because what? We don't look like what we've been through. So today I have a guest of called his set is Etcetera. Listen. And hey. How are you?
How
good.
How are you doing this fine afternoon?
Listen, I'm blessed. I'm
good.
blessed.
I'm good.
Good.
Blessed.
So, can you tell the people who you are,
yeah.
where you're from, and how did you get started into this awesome music career that you have?
Well, first of all, I say it's great seeing you again, from the last time we met. And I did have a chance to buy the book.
Yes.
Mask Behind the Mask. The book is incredible.
Thank you.
I might that the cover is like an album cover. I just want to let you know. But as some know, some don't know, my name is Etcetera. I am a multi-award winning recording artist, Grammy artist as well. I'm from Brooklyn, originally from Brooklyn. Now I'm considered worldwide. And how I got in this game is because I used to write a lot as a kid because I was always on punishment. So, because I had a smart mouth. So my mother was like, guess what? Yo, Black is not going outside today. So how would I pass the time? I didn't have TV, anything. So I had just a radio and a pen and a piece of paper. I used to write poems a lot. And those poems was translated into rhymes. Rhymes translated into a career. And 9 plaques later, 11 million records later, I stand before you. And with all God's glory. And I thank God for every single day.
Absolutely. I love all the amazing things. So what was the last, because don't you have a song? What was the last song that came out? Because you and someone else had just did a song, if I'm not correct. I did a feature, and you have a movie, right? That y'all did the soundtrack to, correct?
Well, that's a couple of things. This time last year, 2019, let me not say, because it seemed like 20 just went by like a blink.
Absolutely.
I did a song called Way Up, and I did a song with a gentleman named Billions, and I did a song called Dance for You featuring Kaya from the Pussycat Dolls. Those songs actually did extremely well. I hate talking about numbers, but I got a plaque for it. Um,
Hey, listen,
um,
you gotta
yeah,
rock your truth. Why not?
yeah, I
Listen.
do. But you know what? People sometimes respect, the gold plaques, the platinum
Hmm.
plaques, the diamond plaques. And sometimes I don't like to say that because if that's what you respect it for, then you don't respect the culture.
All right.
Um, so on through that time, I did like two movie soundtracks. Before that, really, was one is now is re-released. It's called Paying Mr. McGetty. I'm the music supervisor for that film that's out streaming right now. It was in the movie theaters. Now it's out streaming. By the grace of God, it's featuring myself, Kaya Jones, Nina, Manny the Mogul, Tony Williams, Kanye West. Soundtrack is incredible. It did extremely well, and I'm glad everything is resurfacing. Once again, it's Paying Mr. McGetty is the movie. It's featuring R. Marcus Taylor from Straight Outta Compton. He was Suge Knight, and Dawn the
Okay.
Wilson Dragon from everything from Batman to whatever you want to name in the martial arts world. Um, so that helped sparked a lot of that. Even with now I'm here with a new single. Well, let me come back. I did Bare Knuckle Brawlers, which is another martial arts movie, and fortunately, but unfortunately, the Oscars picked that my song up. But
Gotcha.
because movie, I
Hmm.
didn't get that same accreditation, but I still got consideration from the Oscars, and I feel that's a blessing in itself because a lot of people from where I started from can't really say that, but I'm glad I'm one of the anomalies that God blessed to have it, and and I decided to like keep going, and I just looked at this world and was like, yo, listen, someone told me years ago the worst they can tell you is no, and I said, freak it, let's go, let's rock. So, that brings me to now. It's time for the new single,
Can
and the
I
new
ask you a
single's called
question?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your featured artist name? Is her name Trisha
Yeah, Trisha
Covenant?
Covington. I'm about to say that right now.
Can you bring Trisha Covenant on, please? She's here.
Yeah. Oh, she is? Yeah, I know.
Yeah, she's
Yay.
here.
Well, just to let you know, that's the
Hmm.
new single coming out. It's called By Your
Gotcha.
Side,
Okay.
featuring featuring 90s R&B sensation Trisha Covington.
Okay. I
Yeah.
see
Is she on?
you.
There
Hi.
she go. What's up?
Hello. How you doing, hon?
Oh, how are you?
I am awesome and blessed to be in the land of the living.
You are. You are.
I'm blessed to have all y'all on this platform right now. So I'm taking it all in.
Yeah.
So can Trisha, can you tell us who you are and then we'll get back into the interview or y'all new single that y'all have come out?
Absolutely. So, my name is Trisha Covington. I had a record deal on Columbia in 1993 to around 1997. My first single from the album was called Why You Want to Play Me Out. The second single was called Slow Down. And I've worked with a bunch of different artists since then, doing background, a little writing here and there. I've worked with Rodney Jerkins, I've worked with R. Kelly, um, I've worked with, uh, what's it? I can't even think. I'm so sorry.
It's
Randy
okay. The
Jackson.
list goes on. Just a lot of blessings.
Randy Jackson.
So just various artists.
He said Randy Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson is the one that signed me to Columbia. Um, and he had his own solo record, I don't know, maybe oh, about 7 years ago or so. That's the Randy Jackson from American Idol. He was my
Hmm.
Columbia, and I did a single on his record as well. So I've done a little bit in my time, in my history.
I won't say a little bit. I say a whole lot because it's a lot of people trying to get where you are, and I can say, give me hand claps to the rounds to the blessings. Like we say at Rock Bottom, we don't look like we've been through, and you listen, you did it. It's people that's trying to get where you are already have succeeded to. So you did it. Blessings beyond blessings.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem at all. So hey Tay, thanks for joining us. My question to you is how did y'all decide on coming up with the song that y'all actually just came out that's coming out that or is already out, correct?
No, it's not out yet. It'll be
Okay.
out. I want to say it wasn't a date decide, but it should be around I think the end of April. So now we're starting to do like a lot of promo on it, radio promo, visual. Of course, is going to be TikTok related.
Yeah.
A lot of press
Okay.
relation.
Now
The, I'm
Said
sorry.
TikTok. No, I was laughing because you said it's gonna be TikTok. Yeah, we're gonna be TikToking on that song. Yes.
Yeah, believe me, you'll really like it. We took it back to a point in hip hop and R&B culture where we feel it was the height of that time, and then not negating anything that's going on now, because I got
Mm-hmm.
some great records out now, but it's just something. It's a feeling record. So it's called By Your Side. It really represents people that stand by you no matter what, good, bad, and indifferent.
Yeah, I
And
need all
that's
that in
what
my life.
yeah. So we
Real.
wanted to just say something like that because it's like in certain times, and especially now in the times that we're in, losing my man X,
Yes. Rest in peace.
unfortunately, rest in peace, DMX. I can't go without saying as a dog. Sometimes you need that extra, who's in your corner, who's
Yeah.
riding with you. It's just to give you that extra push to say, listen, I can make it because you with me, and believe me, when I do, I bring you along with me. Um, and I think that's what this song represents, and that's what we're gonna try to bring to you as much as possible and visually.
I
But
can't wait to hear it.
oh yeah, oh my God, it was.
I'm about to be rocking. Look, about to be Dutty whining in the house. Like,
uh,
yay.
well, I just gotta say something. If they're listening, honestly, um, we did it in Los Angeles when I came out
Okay.
there to perform for the Grammys. We did it in Los Angeles at the Miracle Theater as
Mm.
a side song just to introduce, and I thought no one was listening.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, okay, we can't, because I performed with Wyclef, and
Mm-hmm.
we also performed with Scarface, and we was like, okay, let's see what's gonna rock. And right after it was said and done, it was like, yo, that's gotta be your next single. But you know how you present something to people and they stand and they just watch
Yeah.
you like deer in headlights.
Mm-hmm.
But then after it was all said and done, the love that came through, it was like inevitable. So when now it is coming, iHeart Radio was like, when are we playing this record?
Mm.
DJ's like, okay, this record has the rock. I mean, it's not trap, no, it's not this, it's not that, but
Yeah.
it's exactly what is needed,
That is
and I
so
believe it's
awesome.
what's needed. Yeah,
And sometimes we have to do that. We have to put it in a setting and let people listen for a while. They got to sit and hear
right.
what's going on because, like you said, needing people by your side because you have a million one people around you when it all look good, but then when it don't look good, they ain't nowhere to be place to be found.
Yeah, no comment.
No comment.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
comment.
no comment.
Oh,
No comment on that one. But you
well,
absolutely right.
I definitely understand. Now, from the both of y'all, as y'all started your career, like how hard was it to get into the position that y'all are now? Because I know it wasn't easy.
I'm a ladies first, since this
Okay.
is it's Women's Month. It's Women's Year. There's no such thing as Black Women's Month. It's Women's Year.
Right.
So and I'm from the
Yes.
South. So Trisha,
Okay. Um, it took some work. It took some work. It took hard work. It took some thriving. It took some just basically eating, you know, blood, sweat, and tears. Everything was just, this is my dream. This is my passion. This is my talent. This is my God given gift. This is what I got to do. So, um, definitely was not easy. I took a lot of no's, but it seems like once there was one yes, then there was yes, 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 yes. Then I was able to select which company I thought would fit um, me best. But it was very hard. It was, you know, people will see you and say, oh, we've already got this particular artist that's doing that, or we've already got that particular artist that's, doing that. Um, Sometimes there were even situations where it was like, okay, we'll come back and, we'll discuss it again, come back and discuss again. But it was just keep pressing keep pressing until finally, again, like I said, once one company said yes, and it was like they all said yes. So it was just a matter of thugging it out, sticking to it. I'm not, gonna become feel like, oh, I'm not gonna make it because I'm being told no. Sometimes you gotta be told no. And sometimes, that can strike something inside you where it's like, what do you mean? No, wait a minute. I said I got something here. I know that I have something here. I believe in this. So you just keep grinding, you keep pressing, you keep pushing. That's what I did. So that's how it ended up working out for me.
Amen, amen. Somebody needed to hear that. I'm telling you, y'all better get those gems.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm next. I'm sorry.
Yes, Mr. Etcetera, you're next. No, it's okay. Listen.
That was prolific. That was prolific. I mean, hey, I know in my struggle, I didn't want to become an artist in the very beginning. I was very shy. I was very scared. Because I looked at it, I thought everybody was better than me. So I became a ghostwriter in the very beginning. So I used to write for a lot of artists that, I kind of remain nameless. And, but I used to write some of the raps and they used to record it. But then I started noticing you know, how successful they were becoming, and I was like, oh wow, that's dope. He's dope. And then I started sliding into the underground world, underground hip hop, because I thought that was the biggest entry. So when I did that, I was like, oh wow, I think I could do this. I think I do this. Then I became one of the top selling underground artists for some time. And after that, you know, then as Trisha said, it was one of those things where they were like, you was like given no choice. It was like, check this out. Either you sign here or there will be no more, etc. super selling artists. I was like, oh shit, but I understood that you have to understand the game to understand that when people come into a business, you become a brand. You no longer, like Jay-Z said, I'm a businessman, but no, I'm a businessman. I am a business. So I took that into effect and, signed my first deal, and then I understood the game. And then I let the game understand me. Let me put it like that. And and I have to just say one big thing. Who introduced me to the game was two individuals, was Tone from Trackmasters and Kwame the rapper. So they showed me the game from two separate angles and put me in a room and told me make it work for you. And that's what I did.
That is so awesome. I'm telling y'all, pick these gems up today. They giving it to you. You gotta basically they're telling you, listen, you want to go for something, you gotta keep working for it. You gotta put in the work. It ain't gonna come handed to you.
Nah, they don't.
Listen, listen. I understand the mission.
Yeah, I know. I see.
As you can see, yes, the mask behind the mask. I understand the mission, and you see, I got that spoken word come out just to throw that in there. But the album's coming. But nevertheless, can y'all tell them actually what is next up for y'all besides the single? Do y'all have anything that's happening in the next couple of years? Like, what is your goal in the next 5 years?
Besides staying alive?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, besides staying alive, that's first and foremost. Yeah, but do you have any goals that you have set that within the next 5 years you want to achieve?
Trisha, you want to go for
it? I'll just right into that. So, absolutely, I'm currently working on an EP. So I've just been kind of redeveloping and preparing to relaunch that. I don't really want to say a release date because I'm still working on it and putting things together, but that is in the and I'm just gonna roll with that. Like I'm gonna roll with the single, obviously, with Etcetera. And just kind of right now, while I'm working on the EP, I'm doing little covers, social media, and doing little clips just to say, hey, y'all, it's Covington, and I'm still here, haven't gone anywhere. Don't give up your dreams, because I, again, am resurfacing. So just like, yep, I'm still here, still doing it, still alive, still well, still healthy, still trying to be looking good and stuff.
Yes, girl. What?
And I'm coming your way. When it's you, when the store near you, I'm coming.
Tell them. Tell them.
Keep working my magic. Keep doing what I'm doing. Just, follow me. Y'all follow me, please. Trisha_Covington, TRISHA_COVINGTON. Yes, check a sister out.
Yes, I'm gonna make sure I go follow you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. That's kind of hard to follow.
I know, but come on, King.
No. Oh, let me adjust it.
Got just a hit. All right, you ready?
Brooklyn fitted. Well, I'm starting to work on almost completed the album, and I'm gonna let you know the album is called Sagittarius because I was born December 10th.
Them Sags in the house. Yes.
Sagittarius. So if you know what a Sagittarius is about, you know that this album is not going to be a straight line. It's going to be a whole bunch of different areas and it's going to cover some of the things I went through. It's going to cover some of the pop culture. I went from underground to pop radio to hip hop R&B. So I'm going to give you a little bit. I'm going to take people on the journey of a Sagittarius. I actually I'm going to be doing another movie soundtrack. I just signed a film distribution deal, so I'm going to be working on film. I'm going to actually be working on another project that I'm trying to remain nameless for right now, but it involves television. It's actually completed. With that being said, I'm going to help, I hope to help Trisha with her album if she allows me to, but I would definitely bogart my way in there somehow.
Definitely.
He said he's coming to take over, Trish.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna do one song. If I gotta do one, I'm gonna do one.
I mean, can I get on the track? I do some spoken word.
Listen,
I'll be up saying it.
Listen, that's up to the queen right there.
I know. That's why I tried to put my bid in.
Okay.
Listen.
Hey, we can work that out.
But I'm gonna try to take it a little slow. I know I'm about to tell you. I'm also the brand ambassador for the global brand ambassador for Lamborghini Champagne.
Yes.
It's myself, Nick Cannon, and Jerry Wonder. I'm doing a great job. Big shout out to my senior director, Art Holmes. I'm also on a new project called Live Your Life featuring Father Goose from not fortunately, but he's from the Playhouse Disney World. So I'm on there. You can see it now. You Google Live Your Life, Father Goose featuring Etcetera, you see it's out now. It's actually doing really well.
I was going to ask you where it's at. Okay, I need to go look that up.
Yeah, it's doing really, really well. I've been doing that for a while off and on with him, but it's like it really hits home because it's family music and he does it so well. We used to call it kids music. We used to do Playhouse Disney. He used to do, and then what another gentleman named Dan Zane. I know that's not everyone's world, but believe me, it's a big market. And I really enjoy a lot of that work. And I just want you, right, as Trisha said, you could come see me. I'm at The Real Etcetera on Instagram and www.imetcetera.com. And just in case you don't know how to spell Etcetera, it's ETCETERA. It's not Electra. It's not it's Etcetera. Yeah, a lot of people don't listen. When 5,000 to 40,000 people scream your name, you get it right after a while.
Facts. Before you get off the screen, tell them how you end up copywriting your song. I mean, your name.
Oh, well, I put my name in under Etcetera, entertainer, artist, and entrepreneur, and then I trademark Etcetera. And anytime you Google like rapper, Etcetera, yeah, it's a common name, so you have to trademark it. It took some time. It took some patience, and of course, you have to involve the trademarking attorneys, because there's a couple of people out there with the variations of the name, but they have to discontinue that because they're not me. And if you stack it up, they don't even compare what I used to do.
Sometimes it be that way, some people try to be you and they ain't you, but you know how it goes.
It's
okay.
Yeah, I'm the only chocolate factory.
Yeah, I'm done. I am so done with you. We have Sharon saying, "Bring it, Sag." So we got some Sages out there because
Right.
Doc the Ock is on here talking Sag life. So we ready for that Sag
Right.
album because this is another
That's right.
Sag right here too. Like,
You said,
you
see what I'm
know,
saying?
we
We
in the
complete the year.
building.
We
We in the
complete the year.
building. We coming.
Capricorns think they complete the year, but Capricorns on the cusp. The Sagittarius complete the year, so it can't be a full year without a Sagittarius.
Tell them again. Make sure they hear that in the back now.
It can't be a full year without a Sagittarius. The Capricorns
Oh,
bleed over. Don't get me started. Listen,
listen, we might have to do a whole nother show just about Sag one day.
that's right. Sag
Yeah.
life. All the Sagittarius, I got you. Matter of fact, when I do a show in New York, all the Sagittarius are free. All the
That's dope.
Sagittarius are free.
I'm ready. I'm all
Guaranteed.
ready for that.
I'll take the cut. I'll take the cut. I can't buy no more fitteds with it, but fuck it.
Hey, right? So before we go, can you tell
Yes.
them one positive motivational something for people to be inspired during this COVID? And then, you gave them where you are, but if you have any more platforms that y'all want people to follow y'all or how to get in touch with y'all, please give them that.
Trisha?
Ladies first.
Yeah, I keep saying that.
I just can't stress enough. Don't give up your dream. It's never too late. Every day is another opportunity. So as long as you don't give up, you're not missing out on any opportunities. Just keep thugging it out. Keep thugging it out. It doesn't matter. Nothing is given in life. If it was, everybody would have it. If it was, everybody would have it. So you just gotta stick to it. You gotta believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Know who you are. It's not always about what somebody says, because like I said, took a lot of no's before I got a yes. Took a lot of no's. If I let that no keep me down, I wouldn't be here today. So you have to have confidence in yourself, believe in yourself. Don't let nothing take you off track. God is everything. He is real. Pray. He's got you. Believe in him. Believe in yourself, and you can accomplish your goals. You can accomplish your dreams if you just never, ever, ever, for any reason at all whatsoever, never give up. Never give up. It's never too late, especially, look around. The world has changed. The industry has changed drastically from 20 years ago. Before it was women had to look a certain type of way. They didn't want to be a little too big. They didn't want to be a little too. They wanted to look a certain type of way, look like however you want to look now. And still do you. You got social media. You don't just absolutely need a record. You can have independent. You can do whatever you want. Put your mind to it.
Yeah.
Make sure,
Yeah.
set your goals. Make your plan. You can do it. As long as you don't give up, you can do it. You can do it. Sky's the limit.
Amen.
Wow.
Yeah. Etcetera.
That made me want to go out and do something else.
And that's motivation.
Go get it.
Well, listen, I'm gonna do it. Listen, I got a lot of no's, and all them no's just flipped them around and said it's on. So
Etcetera.
I'm gonna do a shameless plug right now. And it leads to the question you just said. My daughter has a clothing line called the K-Marie Project, and she told me, "Daddy, I'm not comfortable in my own skin sometimes. I don't know who I want to be." And as a father, I told her, "Listen, you people always tell my daddy, I'm too big. And I said, you're never too big. You know what size you are?" She says, "What?" I said, "You're my size, and I'm all that matters." And she came up with a clothing line, and it describes exactly how I feel. Her clothing line is called "Do You." It's really "Do You Boo," but I'm gonna leave out the boo. But you have to do you. You have to take care of you. You have to take care of you. You have to understand who you are, understand your limitations. You have to understand what your non-negotiables are, because that's the only way that you're going to move forward. You have to trust in God. I know it's hard to trust in people, but you have to trust in God and trust in yourself, because the only person that's in your way is you. That's it.
Listen, you said that so well. We are our worst enemy. So
Yeah.
true.
Right.
I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I mean, if you did y'all tell them exactly where to follow y'all when y'all before y'all get off and leave me for today? And Trish, I definitely have to start following you, and we need to connect.
Thank you. One,
Yes.
it's Trisha underscore Covington, TRISHA underscore, which is like that little minus sign, underscore
Mm-hmm.
COVINTON. Check me out, y'all.
Crooked letter I, crooked letter I. No, I really, and just have to say this out loud. Well, just to answer your question, it's the real, THREREALETCETERA. I just want to thank Trisha for being a part of this project. I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank Will that linked me up with her. I want to thank this project, and I want to bless this project for what's it's about to do. At least 0 to 100. I want to thank you for having me on this show. I want to thank you having us on the show. I want to really understand. Like I read partially. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I read partially the Mask Behind the Mask. I bought the book,
Mm-hmm.
but it's hard to read sometimes sometimes you have to. And I want to thank
Absolutely.
you for the concept of the book and understand where you're coming from. And I wish all people would go buy that book, The Mask Behind the Mask, because my last album was called Character that did really well, and it reminded me of that because everyone has to play a character. Everyone has a mask behind the mask, and it's only till you find your true self then you reveal who you really are.
Mm.
Um, thank you, thank you, thank you, and thank you again.
Thank you. Y'all about to make me. You about to make me cry. You better stop it. Got me tearing on here. But I appreciate
Oh,
y'all taking the time out to come see us on the Rock True Nation, where we were over here on Rock Bottom. And y'all my very
bottom.
first, listen, this is the first premiere. So y'all my very first guest of this premiere of
Oh,
Rock Bottom. Bam, bam, bam.
bump, bump,
Say pop,
bump,
pop,
bump,
pop.
bump.
Yes.
Flatbush, Flatbush.
I kid. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I
Thank
wish
you.
y'all nothing but the most blessings, a ton blessings. And y'all continue to inspire, encourage, motivate, and do all the fabulous things that y'all do. Please believe. Don't be surprised. I hit y'all back and be like, I need y'all to come back to the show and talk about some things. So just be on the
Definitely,
lookout.
definitely,
Sure,
definitely. We'll be back. I
sure.
mean, we'll definitely be back. Could you
And
put it on the big screen right now so I can screenshot it so I can show all my friends? No, nah. All of us are there. Well, all of us are there. Can you do that? Oh, there you go. All right, let me screenshot it real quick. Everybody smile, say cheese. All right, I got too much gum in there, but it's all right.
Stop it.
and
All right.
Trish, if you want to follow me, and I'm Sheena Gourdine, author on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
That's so long. It's so long. Sheena Gadot, author.
But listen, I had to tell the people who I am when you
Let
come to the
I
gram.
know.
let them
You,
know.
you, you, yeah, listen. Listen.
But I thank y'all, and I will see y'all next time, and y'all stay blessed.
You too.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my God. How you talk?
Huh? Thank you guys. Thank you guys. I have another guest. Her name is Vera G. Is Vera G in the building?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, boo. How you doing?
I'm doing good,
How
my love.
are you?
I'm
How,
good.
how that's good. It's so amazing to have you in the building. Listen, this is the premiere of Rock Bottom. So you're my second guest, you
Thank
know,
you. I'm also.
blessing, blessing us, over here.
Oh
So
no.
can you tell the people who you are and what you do? And then we can get into some of those fabulous questions about you.
Ooh, okay. Well, before I even start, I want to thank you guys for having me on the show. I'm honored, and congratulations to you guys as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get straight to it. Okay. Uh, as you guys know, my name is Vero G. I'm an art entrepreneur. I don't want to put too much in it, but I just love what I do. Is a passion of mine. Born and raised from Lower East Side. I actually lived in the Bronx prior to that as well. Came back to Lower East Side, and it's just been okay. It's been crazy, but it's been okay. I just like I said, I also have a magazine as well, as Shana knows well, Arthur. The list goes on. Radio host, TV, everything that you can name it. But I have to put a cheap plug real quick. You know me
That's
already.
fine. Come on, girl. That's what we're here for.
That's what I was
Put your plug in. Stop playing. What's up?
I had to just add it in there. Okay. Yes, guys, please get the latest issue of Vero G. I don't know if you guys can see it. Vero G Spotlight Magazine.
Right there.
Thank you, baby.
Right there. Leave it right there.
Okay. The Vero G Spotlight Magazine, guys, you can get that right now. This is the latest issue, April's issue. Get it at www.magcloud.com. Get out all the amazing articles here. We have on the front cover, he is a hip hop artist actually, and he goes by the name of Rap Star, also known as Hurricane Cam. So definitely support it, guys. I appreciate its print or digital copy. Quickly, you have to add in here. Also, check out my album, guys. Victory album. You know how to throw in it.
It's okay.
Thank you, baby. I was like squeezing time.
Girl, we got you. You're all right.
Okay, baby. I appreciate it. So yeah, guys, definitely get that copy. I have digital copy, of course, on all platforms, or I have hard copies as well on deck. So definitely support that if you can. And on this album is like 10 songs. On this album, I have the song with Cuban Link on this album as well called "Come With Me." We'll talk about that as well. So I'm excited to talk. We got a lot of stuff to talk. Oh yes. And last book I just did is called "Healing for the Soul." I know you can see the writing on that. But it's an amazing book about healing, and especially with COVID that's been happening since last year, I felt this is a book needed for everyone to heal and overcome whatever obstacles they're going through, or be inspired through it, and know that you're not alone. That's how that
Absolutely.
Is. Thank you, baby.
So
Thank you.
before we get into all the goodness of Miss Vera G, or shall I say Vernonica,
whatever you want to call it,
let's go to a commercial right quick, and once we get back, we're gonna get all into Miss Vera G.
Awesome! Yay!
Pretty hearts, we shine the light on whatever's worse. Perfection is a disease of a nation. Pretty eyes, we shine the light on whatever's worse. Trying to fix something, but you can't fix what you can't see. It's the soul that needs a surgery.
Rock Truth got merch, y'all. Who is your true north? Who holds you down so you'll always know where you are? God, the original true north. The original point of reference. Check out our clothing line, True North, at rocktruth2.com for your kingdom culture needs. Everything from tees to sweats, men's, women's, and kids' sizes. Inez Essentials Whipped Body Butter has a wide assortment of 8-ounce body butter made with unrefined shea and mango butter, infused with vitamin E oil, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, natural mica powder, and fragrant essential oils. It is designed to heal and moisturize dry skin, and it is perfect for the whole family. Our whipped shea butter is handcrafted with a blend of natural and organic ingredients. The unicorn body butter can be customized to the scent of your choice. If a scent is not chosen, no scent will be added. Have you been searching for a custom home decor and crafts? Check out Delicious Designs. For more information, simply search Della Williamson on Facebook. Are you in need of advertisement or marketing tools? Branded in his image prints, logos, flyers. Contact us today Rock True Prints is ready to serve your printing and designing needs. We offer a full array of marketing tools, logos, flyers, business cards, video ads, and website designs. If you need our services for prints, we got you there too. Contact us at rocktruthradio@gmail.com for more information.
Hello, guys. Thank you. We are back, and if you're just tuning in, we like to let you know you are here at Rock Bottom, where we don't look like we used to, and we have our special guest, Virgie, in the building. So, before we get into all the books and the authorings, can we get a little go back to the little, go back a little bit before you
Okay.
got into all this? You know, how was what did you go through? Because we all been through a storm, and here at Rock Bottom, like you said, we don't look like we've been through. So can you tell us a little bit about your bottom before you got to the top?
Of course, definitely. So going, back to what I was saying, living in the Lower East Side, I went through a lot in my life. Starting out from my childhood, dealing with things and trying to learn life as being in a childhood in a situation, but learning it fast through my predicaments and stuff like that nature. And it made me grow up to realize you have to take things from what it is and make the best of it. And later in life, I appreciate it now. Think about it, looking back at it now. Going through things like you mentioned before, being a domestic violence survivor, being a rape victim, being homeless and pregnant. I was also foster care system many years ago, and all the things I went through. It's like when you look back at it now, you realize, wow, I went through all that, and I'm still here for a reason. The other people we know, there is this trauma, and as my sisters, you sister as well, going with this, we can relate to many things of that nature, especially being in a domestic violence situation prior to that, and knowing how to overcome it and heal, and be inspiration to other people, and motivate them to put effect to what the situation that has caused.
Absolutely. Amen. So when did you decide to write your first book and why?
Yes. Okay. So this happened around over 3 years ago. One day I was just going through so much stuff in the past relationship with somebody, and at that time I was just stressed out. So I said, you know what? It took me like around 2 days to write this old school pen and paper before typing.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I was like, this something I had to get it out, let it out, and everything else. And eventually, I just started writing my autobiography, which is called Trials and Tribulations, and autobiography for me of Vero G. So you guys can definitely get a copy of that. It's on Amazon.com. And with that book itself, it talks about things I went through in my childhood. I don't want to say too much there, but it's very sensitive matters there. You have to get the book to check it out. Definitely. And then going through from teenage years, running away and stuff of that nature, and then going through abusive relationships and other things that I went through in the past. And it taught me life lessons, and it had taught me to be stronger than ever. And even since last year, this personally, and I could, talk about a little bit here on the show, but, I even had times where I tried to commit suicide more than one time. It was something I went through last year, and it really affected me through what I was going through, and with my music career and everything, and I felt like I wanted to stop. And I'm gonna give you, actually, we're gonna talk about this on the 21st and 22nd. We'll tell you, I know we got a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot going on,
Oh, definitely, baby, definitely. But I just want to mention it here, but I'll mention the person as well. Besides, my management, Jam Prime Media, and Gemini Stacks, big shout out to you guys. I want to thank Shana here personally in the video, but if a person will do it in person. I want to thank her, and I want to thank Jess, because you guys really helped me get out of that dark place, as they say. Because if it weren't for you guys understanding what I was going through and being bullied and being harassed and being to the point where I wanted to just end my life, I wouldn't be right now talking to you guys. So I want to thank you for that, and you taught me a lot. The times we were together over the state, and I tell you, since then it was just like, we got that bond. So
yes, absolutely. My sister from another mother. Absolutely.
That's right. Definitely. So yeah, it's been a life journey. It's been experiencing things in life and kind of knowing how to just go around it.
Yeah, and I'm so happy that I could be there, and it's a hard thing to deal with sometimes, and it's always good to have somebody that you can talk to, because it could have been the end for you and you didn't take it. And I'm happy for that. Listen, we don't want you to go. We want you here, Vera.
Appreciate it.
So
Thank you.
can you, no, thank you. So can you tell them? Because didn't you just get nominated for something? Don't
Yes.
we
Yeah.
have a nomination going on? So before we get to the nominees, can
Okay.
we talk about how did you get into your music career, and then we'll go into the nomination that you got right now with Cuban Link. I mean, I'm just
Yes.
saying.
No, I love you. Just threw it in. I
I'm just
love it.
saying. Yeah, listen. Yeah, the tea. Give them the
No,
tea, girl.
I got my water, but I'll put some tea in it too. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, I could start way back since the age of 7. I just knew, like, when you're a certain age of child, you like, something special in life is gonna happen, and you just know that it's like you're molded into that kind of career in that path. So, yeah, definitely. So at the age of 7, I just music was in tune with me. I always, like, for example, my mom used to always play, every Saturdays we used to clean up the house. We had to have the music playing, and I started dancing and stuff. So eventually it just became a part of my life, with that in mind. And down the line, I just started doing poetry, actually, first before I did songwriting, the poetry. And then later on, when I first did my first ever experiences working with other people in the music industry, when I did my in junior high school, 22, the school choir, and it was a great experience. We got to mingle with other peers and stuff, and that's when I had my first experience getting my first ever award. With the first place trophy for I believe it was an anti-drug thing. Thank you, baby. Thank you. And I was a little kid. I'm like, I got an award. Yay. I didn't know what it was. I'm just excited. I got a big thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that was that power right there. It started. It was fusing right there.
Definitely. Oh no, let me tell you, when that feeling, you getting something that you work so hard and like, this is dope. So when that moment, I was my pivotal moment. I said, I'm gonna continue on doing this. And later on in life, as being an adult and a mom and balancing going to school and work and stuff like that, I continue on with the music career. Going to, actually, I had the chance to work out Sharpton for a little while with the Change Choir. It was good. We traveled a little bit here and there. It was a great experience overall. I saw some celebrities, but I didn't intermingle with them because you know how they're funny with that. So it's like,
Yes.
I'll keep my distance. As long as you see I'm here, I'll sing in the stage and get out. That's it. Yeah, that's it. But it was great. It was a great experience. I couldn't continue on because I was going to school at the time, so it was too much. But it was great. It was great. And then I continued doing my own thing, a solo career. As open mics, the list goes on. And to this moment, I'm here now. I'm talking to you guys and yourself, and then just building an empire. I actually worked there with Empire Media. We've been doing this for like now 3 years overall, the whole thing. The whole brand. Thank you, baby. It's hard work.
I'm celebrating. Listen, I'm that one in the choir in the back. I got you. Let's go.
Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, it's been a long journey. I'll be honest with you, from the true beginnings of it all, and just starting out with nobody believing on you, and you're gonna have. We still have it now. We have some people kind of like, we know who it is. Well, we keep them blocked and ignored, so you know that they're not focusing on what we got to do. We got to focus on what we got to do. But furthermore, we just learned from that moment on as the true beginnings of the brand itself, the Vero G Productions and the spotlight and everything else that we put into to now, having a magazine, the TV show, and also it kind of covers to the radio show. So it's a combination of everything. And I'm so honored. I'm really honored, and we have come a long way. And I just talked about them yesterday about that with my team. We cried when we found out about the nomination. Now I went through the nomination in there.
Oh yes, let's tell the people. Let's tell the people about the nomination, ma'am.
Yes, baby. Okay. So we just found out as of yesterday the LDM Awards. It's an independent award show they do every year. And we found out we submitted the song "Come With Me," which was with featuring Gourdine. We got submitted, I think, around a year ago. We kept being on top of it. We're on the top 10 for over 5 months. It was great, amazing experience. But overall, which is the best part, when you find out yesterday when they made the announcement, because hey, listen, things happen.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, maybe it's a chance to call my name.
We be hoping and wishing, like, please. I worked hard, please.
Like, give me a little something,
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So but it was great. It was really great when I heard my name and I saw the video, and I'll be honest with you, sis, I couldn't stop crying. I was just
I know.
It was just an emotional moment. Like, wow, like even getting considered is just like the moment is there. So yeah, we officially are. I'm one of the nominees for the Latin category. You guys we just started voting today. So you
Okay.
guys, yeah, if you guys want to vote, it's once a week though. I believe it's at www.ldmradio.com/vote, and you'll see it under vote tab. You click on that, you scroll down under Latin, and you'll see I'm actually the first one. It'll be Vernonica featuring Kibling. Come with me, click on it, and then submit, and just do it once a week until July, and then we'll see.
That's amazing.
Thank you, baby.
So, you have a question. What advice would you have for someone doing their first open mic?
Ooh.
This is from Miss K.
Hello, Miss K. Okay,
Selena.
good question. Hello, Mama. How are you doing? That's a really good question. Ask me that. My advice to anyone who's out there just want to start out and test it out, I would say first, like the other guests you had before, is as they mentioned about believing in themselves. That's very a big pivotal moment as well for myself, and I feel like that's the fundamental you need for yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your brand. You have to believe in what you do. And to answer that question, basically, I think the first thing I would say is for them just to go with it. Go with it. Have a song that's something that you memorize from about, that you know that you could kill it on the stage, or if you're a comedian or whatever you want to do, just go for it. Take a risk, because you never know down the line what could come out of it. That would be my advice for her. Yeah, definitely.
Amen. If I had to give the same advice, it'd probably be the same thing. Because, it seems nervous, but if you never try, how would you know if you can do it?
Yes, very true.
So just take the chance.
Definitely.
So what advice would you give to somebody that is actually trying to start out writing a book or even creating their own magazine?
Okay, for a book, it's not, a lot of people have asked me that too as well, because when I first started out, it was I didn't get a lot of advice from, I'll be honest with you. I had to learn the hard way. And eventually I found out, one person told me there's a place called Create Space.
Okay.
And they used to be known Crave Space, but now they changed it to Kindle. I think
the Kindle publishing.
Yeah,
on Amazon, right?
Yeah. So I found out on my own that a lot of places that first I actually submitted my query to other places for publishing places for to get myself out there. I got a lot of no's. It was disappointing, but I said, you know what, it was a shot. So I said, let me look into self-publishing. So I decided I went to Create Space at the time, and I just did on my own. I said, I don't have proofread the work, everything's fine. And then within within 2 days or so, how Amazon usually releases it out there, the stores, and that's how you do it. If you want to release a book out there, if you want to do it as self-publishing, I mean, you have other options of doing it maybe with a publisher, but that's a hassle, and that's if they like. It's up to them. It's up to their taste. If they like it, they want to put their name or all that sorts, but definitely
all those things.
Oh yeah.
So how many books do you have now?
Oh God, I don't like bragging. I'll just say I have a few.
We're not bragging. I asked the question.
Okay. I have a few on deck.
He's got a few. I'm not fooling with you, but
definitely. Yeah. But the magazine as well. It also goes with that, because with magazines, it's a little tricky with them. If you want to go to with a big corporation, it's gonna be a hassle. I'll be honest with you. It's best to start small, and then gradually, get to a point where you have it online, or you have option to have it print, and then you could look into retail later on. It depends on how you see how your growth. If you're getting more people who subscribe to your stuff, or people that are buying your product, then you take to the next level.
Absolutely. I'm loving all that. I hope y'all getting all these gems today, because they dropping all the gems for y'all today. The last question that we're going to talk about before you get into motivation and giving people all that good, healing that we deliver. How did you enjoy making your production, our film?
Oh, yes.
How did that make you feel? Like, how was that walk? How was that journey?
Oh man, let me tell
through
you.
your eyes.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm honored, because I know I'll make the backstory, the whole how we all started. So I think it was over a year ago. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, you reached out. Yeah, you reached out to me. I did a really small thing, and it was on my phone actually. I did that during the COVID when it happened around March. I just did maybe less than maybe 7 minute thing I did, and I just showed how the impact of the COVID in the area where I live at, how kind of affected everyone. So Sheena had contacted me. She was like, "Hey, listen, let's do something together, a project, because she's an advocate for domestic violence and everything that she's doing with entitled to that." And I said, "You know what? Let's put our minds together." And I work with I spoke to my business partner, Empire Media, and we all put our minds together. We was like, "No, let's do a docu-film," and then we mentioned about the survivors through domestic violence and everything. So we basically put the whole concept together, all three of us. And thank you for those who've been a part of it, who've partaken in it, because as we speak right now, Sheena knows, and those who don't know, we're actually there's a chance we might get 3 awards. We don't know. I mean, we're under 3 categories for this year for the Be Free Speech Award. Be Free Speech. Book of Free Speech, what do you call it? But it basically what that is, it's you submit to these places like for docufilms or film work, and if it gets selected, you get an award for a recognition. So with that in mind, actually that's going to be happening on April 24th, guys. I think they have tickets online if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, definitely we'll see by that day. But going back to the concept, basically with the whole film itself, it's based through on Sheena's first book, Through the Mask, and it's called Through the Mask, the Mask Behind the Mask, I think, right?
Through your eyes, the mask.
Through your eyes. See, it's like all these things with masks.
It's all right. We got a lot going on. It's okay.
Oh my God. Oh, I got it somewhere. Yeah,
It's
definitely.
right.
No problem. But yeah, it was a great. We worked well together. We put all our concepts together. We had those. Thank you, Jess. Everyone. The names list goes on. Everyone who partaken in this film. And it was basically, like you said, it's domestic violence survivors who are telling the story through their own eyes, and their perspective on it. And it's just been a phenomenal piece of work. And it's been seen everywhere. On YouTube, you can check it out on our YouTube channel. Vero G Spotlight TV Network actually has over 1.9K views, I think, and counting. So please, guys, keep putting it out there, keep supporting it. It's an amazing docu-film, and we put our heart and soul into it. So please support that. Also, going with that, I'm working on. I think those who've seen it on Facebook. I had to get another campaign, but besides, I have a thing on Facebook called End the Domestic Violence Campaign. You could check that Facebook page out as well.
That petition you doing, right?
Yes. I was gonna say, I just started putting. I had to do another one because the other one actually it just got shut down.
Okay.
So yeah, so this one actually, let me see if I can find a link. Oh gosh, I know I had it here somewhere. But I know with this one, there's a new one. And
whenever you get it, I was about to say, just send it to me and then I can post it in the group.
Awesome. Perfect. Okay. It's at www.change.org. And the petition, the name of it is called President of the United States and Domestic Violence. So we're trying to push this all the way to the Washington, D.C., to get this out there to end domestic violence. And basically what it is actually a 2-part law thing where we want to have first the abusers to get them help, because, you could throw them in the jail and then they come out and they have the same repetitive behavior and they're going to continue finding someone to be victimizing somebody or God forbid a statistic. So we're trying to break those barriers in those situations and try to stop it before it continue on. So that's one thing I wanted to put in effect into that. The next thing is get more additional support for the domestic violence survivors, because as you know, and me as well, Sheena, we it's let me tell you something. I've been a domestic violence survivor a long time ago, and my other relationship with my son's father, it was difficult, and to the point where let me tell you, a piece of paper don't mean nothing. When you get a restraining order from the abuser, who we want to call it, you have to carry that with you wherever you go. And they say, that's the only reason why they get caught if let's say a cop is in the corner of the street, and then you bring it to the cop's attention. And then if you have the paper, you show who your abuser, and then they get arrested. Let's say, God forbid, let's say it's 12 o'clock at midnight, you're going home, you're doing something, whatever case may be, and your abuser comes out of nowhere and has a gun and shoots you. So where does that piece of paper helps when we get targeted, knowing that at the end of the day it's not really supporting or providing or protecting us? So this is what I really want to put effect to the support part of for us as the domestic violence. I call us not victims, survivors, because at the end of the day, definitely we need to enforce that more than ever, because a restraining order is not nothing, and they take it as a joke, especially in the law enforcement. It's like,
it's sad. It's sad, like, like you said, they play with our lives, and it's like you have the restraining order. It's like, okay, I have that, but they ain't abiding by that. So this is why we're trying to fight the laws to help make them stronger than what they are.
Exactly, definitely, and it's just something that we don't. I feel like we both experienced it. We've seen it. We're out there trying to get the community involved in it. And it's hard because it's like it's still a silent killer, they call it,
Mm-hmm.
and especially since COVID happened last year, we have seen more statistics of women being killed or men, and
Yeah.
like you mentioned with the family dynamic as well. But a lot of people don't see those factors. So we need to really push this out there, and this is the awareness we mentioned with the docufilm. This is something to open people's eyes that this is really affecting people's situations. Yeah,
Yeah, we definitely got to educate. So, we try to inspire. So,
definitely.
can you tell the people one positive thing to get them through the times we're having right now and to leave them with something, just to bless their soul?
Definitely, definitely. Um, I feel end of the day, if anybody out there who's going through something or anything, whatever it could be, just that you're not alone. Um, and just know that there's always gonna be a better day along the way. And don't blame yourself for things that out of your hands in that situation. And I'll be honest with you guys. I've been recently to therapy, and it's been helping me so much. And I have so much burdens that I feel like it was my fault. And my therapist, I'll be honest with you guys, she even told me, she was like, you taking too much, you taking so much. And Donna, she said, half of the things you went through is not your fault because it happened. And I'm just advising what I got
Mm-hmm.
from advice to let people know that you don't blame yourself if God forbid you was, let's say, forgive me, being raped or being attacked or whatever the case may be. It's not your fault. You didn't provoke it. At the end of the day that you're gonna overcome whatever battle you're going through or battles, but it has to just be taken one day at a time. Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Thank you.
Now can you tell them all your links where they can follow you? And thank you for blessing us as always
You're welcome, and
here at Rock Bottom.
you're welcome. Definitely not a problem. So you guys could find me on my website at www.verogmusic.com. You guys could follow me on my artist Facebook, Vero G. You guys could definitely find my Instagram, Diva and Diamonds, and that's pretty much about it. Yeah, just support what we're doing, guys. Love you what you're doing. Keep doing your thing, girl.
Look, and
And
y'all can go nominate our video too. That got the
yes,
votes till the 14th. So please vote
yes.
us number one, please.
Yes, that's yeah, definitely. That's how you guys vote. Is just by liking. You guys could comment and share as much as you can, but the likes is mostly they looking at the likes. So
Yeah.
if you guys like it, please support that. And congratulations to you, my love, as well. Yes. Yes. I see you, girl. Yeah.
Stop
Yes.
it.
Yes. No, yeah, I
Thank
share
you.
the love.
Thank
No,
you. Thank
you're
you. Thank you. I
welcome.
appreciate it as always. And I thank you for blessing us for my debut here on Rock Bottom.
You're
Yo,
welcome.
it's been a blessing, my sister. And
Not a
please
problem.
don't know. You probably be back. Just know that.
Ooh, I'm
You
honored. I'm
you'll be
honored.
back. Listen. Yes.
No,
So
I,
thank
you.
go
I
ahead.
just want to add real quick.
Go ahead.
Okay. But the Victory Tour is officially out, guys. As you know, May 21st, 22nd. Sheena will be there as well to do I think one of the nights or so. I think the poetry night.
I think it's
Uh,
the that Friday night, the
yeah,
21st, I think.
yeah, yeah, definitely support that, guys. If you want further information, contact her, contact me. We'll send you all that, and also I'll be touring AC in July for the 4th of July event. Excuse me, I'm just like a lot of things right now. Okay, woo, PA as well. So I'm trying to get my music out there. I'm like, yo, come
Yes,
on,
girl.
definitely. But listen to me. Let me just before I go out of here. Go support the Victory album, man. Please do, man.
Because y'all got some victory. Go get that victory.
That's right, baby. Listen, man. That's right. That's it. And support, guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm honored. Thank you.
I'm honored to have you. I thank you. I love you. Have a
You
blessed
too.
day, hon.
You too, my love. Bye.
All right, everybody. It has been an awesome show. I thank y'all for tuning in here at Rock Bottom, here on True Nations. And here at Rock Bottom, we only rock nothing but the truth. We'll be back April 24th at 7 p.m. Please tune in. Thank you. This has been your host, Shana Gourdine, and I will see y'all in about 2 weeks. Oh.